there will be no future DLC for Star Wars Squadrons. And that doesn't come as a surprise to me. I thought that was kind of known for a while now. And during a playtest that I did with other YouTubers and some gaming journalists and whatnot before the game came out, that was emphasized once again. This is kind of an old school approach, as creative director Ian Fraser said, and has continued to say. You know, this is an old school approach. Here's the game, 40 bucks, this is it, it's done, it's a complete game. Yeah, like an old school mentality, I get it, I appreciate it. And I kind of wish more games would do this. And at the same time, man, like, it's 2020, and as much as I appreciate that old school approach, I want more. I love that old school approach, don't get me wrong, I appreciate it from a deep-seated philosophical perspective. But damn, Star Wars Squadrons has insanely fun mechanics. You could do so many more modes, maps. This could be a game that survives for years. So a huge part of me really respects the old school approach that they're going for. No microtransactions, no future DLC that you gotta buy into. This is a complete package for 40 bucks, self-contained, and like I said, love it, appreciate it. But at the same time, the 2020 side of me, the 2020 gamer in me, wants continuous content, wants continuous updates. So it's like it's a tug of war in my brain. The merit, the morals, the philosophical appreciation of what they're doing here with Star Wars Squadrons as a, you know, a one and done title, boom. And then on the flip side of that tug of war, I want this to be a continuously added on game for years to come. So yeah, it's a battle inside of my brain. What would you guys rather have? Like, going into this, I probably would have said, yeah, the idea of just putting out a one and done game, no future updates and whatnot, is kind of where I want them to go. But now that that's the case, you know, which is probably going to be the case for a lot of people, you know, everybody's always running around like, release a game completely finished as is, and then, you know, I'm sick of DLCs, blah, 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 blah. But then when you get a game that's pretty kick-ass, and there is no future content for it that could make it even more kick-asser, I'm doing a little flip in my brain, right? So yeah. Anyway, I saw a bunch of people sharing some articles of an interview that Ian Fraser, the creative director on Star Wars Squadrons, gave, where he kind of reiterated this position, which isn't a new position. This is kind of the position that they've been talking about for a while. Basically, since the game was released, we've heard this, right? So it comes as no surprise. And it's really interesting because I feel like he's having, and the entire team is having to defend this position when normally they would have to be defending the position of loot boxes, microtransactions, and DLC, right? So like, no matter what they do, no matter what any kind of game studio does, a publisher or developer, they're always gonna be on the defensive, it seems, because nobody can ever be happy with what is being done. So like, you have the extreme of microtransactions, loot boxes, all that kind of stuff, continuous DLC, live service is what I guess is typically called. And then on the complete opposite side, you have this $40 one and done, boom, no more content, it is what it is, game release. These two complete polar opposites approach, and it's really interesting to see how no matter what they do, they're always on the defensive. But I like it, I appreciate the old school mentality, right? So, that's enough for me. Let me know what you guys think. I would love more content down the road, but like I said, from a philosophical perspective, I appreciate what they're going for here. So, anyway, HelloGreedo, out.